Called me an FAG.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Just the basic intro today, ladies and gentlemen. Hello and welcome to Talking with TalksALot. It should be a fun show today, but first, before we say hello to our guest, just a small rant. I've lost pretty much all passion for doing YouTube content creation. That being said, I am going to be taking a break here soon. This Monday, today, will be one of the last times I'm on live streams for a while. Yelling at parked cars tonight before I take a break. And then after that, I need to do some soul searching on what I actually want to do. Have a Thor moment, if you will, and find myself again. God, that's great. But it's nothing against my longtime regular viewers or, oh my God, or any of the people that make this worth doing. Oh my God, just as fast. Man. Fucking up my whole brain, bro. But my passion has always lied in being an actor, bringing life into people's creations and experiences, and that's where all my passion still lies. I just need to figure out a way to actually get to that point while stepping away from doing YouTube, because as many people I've talked to recently have agreed with, the entire grind of the YouTube thing right now is killing my entire motivation to even exist on the internet. So that being said, hello and welcome our fabulous guest of the day, Justice Fats Steven Segal, or just a fat gamer, as he will soon be called.
Unlike your dyslexia has said in the past.
Yes, my dyslexia kicked in and with his new logo, and it looked like JFAG. So just saying. I won't say the word. You get in trouble for saying that. So
No, it's just an effing annoying gamer then.
Yeah, right. So how you doing, Fats?
I'm doing all right, but that's actually a good statement because the burnout is real. I don't want to. I'll introduce myself a little bit, but thank you for having me. But you're right, and the burnout just doesn't just come from your passion. Your passion is the main effect, but when you feel like your passion is not growing and it seems to be stuck in this laneway of always the same thing, always the same topic, always the same mindset, and you can't go outside of that circle because you automatically will get villainized, vilified, cold-shouldered, or nullified, you wonder, why am I putting forth all this energy towards these topics, this content? And no offense to these people, because are these people actually wanting me here for my opinion? Because sometimes it's going to differ, or do they want the same opinion and just do what I'm supposed to do and just follow the trend, follow the highway? It's a traffic jam. We're all going at a slow pace. And you know what?
Mm-hmm.
No, pull out, get out.
Yeah.
Just get out. If you're not happy, if you're not having fun, like you can hear my voice change, it has like a little bit of anger, pull out. Because at the end of the day, as much as you want to control your content, you can't. It's when people are trying to stifle you as a human and your characterisms as well as your content, that's where you need to pull out, because those people are trying to do something that is threatening what they're trying to push. It's like a power hold, right? It's like the way you guys park cars criticize government. It's the power control of like passing this, trying to weaponize a minority of psychotic crazies rather than listening to the whole society as a whole.
Yep.
It's the same shit. And that happens on YouTube. I can swear, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, cool. Well, it's the same. It's the same shit. It's the same shit. What we're seeing here within YouTube, as much as whether we're fighting mainstream media, we're fighting the narrative of, like, say, people like T.A.L, Lorenz, or we're seeing how Elon Musk will troll, or we're seeing how the thing with Keppels is coming out as a whole lie with the doxing and everything and the whole swatting. I'll get into that another time. But we're evolving into that same thing, but we're doing it from the opposite side. So it's kind of like, you know what, if you don't, I appreciate my content, and if you can't appreciate me for my content and not try to belittle anything I do because it doesn't fit what your standard is like your opinion. It's an asshole, and I don't have to look at it.
Yeah, for real.
Sorry.
And I just want to throw this out there
I went real fast. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I just want to throw this out there before anyone starts jumping to conclusions. This has nothing to do with the Dix Division boys.
No.
They are fantastic. They're my friends. I love them dearly. This has nothing to do with my regular viewers. This has to do with a cost-benefit analysis that I ran recently, realizing that it takes me a lot of time to do all this with very little gain on my part. And I'm not talking monetarily. I'm not talking sub count. I'm not talking viewership, any of that stuff. I'm talking about it doesn't feel
like accomplishment.
Yeah, I'm not accomplishing anything. And I'm certainly not accomplishing what I originally set out to do when I stuck myself into this world of YouTube, which is becoming an actor. So if you're not achieving your goals, then you need to change your game plan to achieve the goals, because my goals are still the same as they were when I started to.
Get high, bitches. Oh, sorry, my mic was on.
No, you're good. So real quick, we'll say hi to our chat. These are the people that make it worth being on YouTube, because they are the people that matter. Ryan Roger Athay liked and shared. How about you? You should totally do that. Like and share. Make sure everybody knows.
That guy is too nice.
Yeah. He's starting live streams soon. It's going to be great.
Yeah, the back of a van with candy.
Yeah, only good way to get the young viewers in is with the van full of candy.
I'm sorry, Ryan. I'm kidding. Oh God, I'm sorry.
Sorry. Omega Star Productions. He says, "Greetings, one and all. Here's to making all of our Mondays just a little bit more tolerable with another episode of Talking with TalksALot. Hail and thank you for coming, and thank you for your wonderful words." Arwin Avalon, hello, and it's great to see you here. Sean Landrigan, as always, it's great to see you here, sir. You are one of my favorite people to have in chat. Jacob Ironside, awesome returning viewer, as always. PoBaby74, hello, everyone. Thank you for the best wishes. It's great to see you here as well. We got a Small Time Republic. Hail, sir. Hope everything is going well for you. And Low Spec Linux Laptop. I almost messed that up. With a penguin. Hail, Low Spec. And there's that giant face. So how was your time in Russia, Steven?
No lie. People were still messaging me about Ukraine, thinking I was the real Steven Segal on Twitter. I'm like, when was the last time you saw a celebrity put fat in front of his name on Twitter?
Right.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Go talk to Putin for me? No, I don't know him.
It's like, even if I did, no. Random person on the internet. He's not a very good conversationalist.
No, you have to ride a horse to get anything through to him.
Yeah, for real.
And again, I apologize for going on my own rant too, because
you could rant all you want.
Well, I usually don't get many opportunities to get on it. Like the last channel I think it was on was Dash's, but other than that, the few friends I have with their channels, I don't really get invited on. Like the last time I think talked to you was either your last interview with this, or it was with Comics Division during the convoy. I mean, that's been a battle up since.
Been a minute. Yeah. Well, how's things going with the channel and gaming and all that, man?
Hold on. Let me see. I can go clear my throat.
You're good.
All right. It's going all right. It's well, we got our monetization back, I think, in June. After getting denied for months. I hit Roblox all the time because the sub count that we got was more or less from the convoy. People were interested in that. It was a big event. So now I'm adapting and getting back into it while having constant loss, but I'm also getting gains. And it feels like every time I get a little bit of gain, because I know everyone hates shorts, but I've mastered shorts in my own way, that it does sometimes benefits. And I'm trying to use those as a way to replace the convoy subs that are eventually going to disappear and try to get more gaming. That's the hardest thing, and that's what you're saying, like the burnout. I am trying my damnedest. I do like what all the channels around me that have inspired me, that have helped me, that I've talked to, that I've been on, that everything. I love all of it. I do have respect for it. But like, my passion is gaming. I do like gaming. I like having people coming in, filling up a lobby of 12 people in Fortnite. Don't judge when I say that word until you try it, because I've changed a lot of people's minds. And it's a blast when you can do it for 7 hours and you don't realize the 7 hours is gone. Yeah. But I'm trying to get out of the whole, when you look in your studio and you see the same 10 channels that all your viewers watch, I want to split that up into actual gaming channels that like will watch Carnage or Mr. Beast or Markiplier or IG. I want to start doing that. And that is where the biggest battle is. And that's where I've been focusing a lot of my time. That, and I've been applying for game keys, testing out games, giving reviews if I want to review them. If I don't like it, I won't review it, or I will very badly. It's a battle. It's always a battle. And outside of underlying drama that I don't ever vocalize, I haven't given up. This isn't a victim thing. This is like, nobody knows what a YouTuber or a content creator or streamer goes through because they don't voice or make content about everything.
Right.
And or especially I, have gone through so much this year in general that for most people, they would either left, or they would have called out every one person by name. And that's the hard thing about being an adult, as well as you're screaming at 12-year-olds in Fortnite or any type of game, doesn't matter.
Right.
Is knowing the line of adult and then becoming something that just can ruin you in the future. And it's the trust factor. And I'd rather have loyalty, trust, and respect than smoke up my ass until the next flavor of the week comes along.
Yep. For real. I agree. So, hail to Christian Fandom Geek. Glad to see you. Hail to JT Gunn, Late Night with Caps. It's a great channel. Go sub. And this very special lady that I am about to highlight, Lasso of Truth. She just released her first video. It was an unboxing of one of the coolest Superman action figures that I've seen in a while. Came with a Black Adam comic book, and it's sick. Go check that out. This lady definitely knows what she's doing with an unboxing video. So definitely go check that out. I loved it, by the way. So, to get back to the normal format that I've started using for this, let's talk about some weird-ass news stories from around the world. Coming from the Newswire, a teenager is arrested for stealing a bus to see his girlfriend. Who hasn't done that? I mean, honestly, you got to go out there, meet your girlfriend, don't have a ride, steal a bus.
Yeah.
So what happened is the teenager revealed that he had been apprehended by police while returning after seeing his girlfriend, stating that he had arranged to meet his girlfriend after 8 p.m. the day before. The boy said that he was arriving at the bus depot and realized there were no buses operating, so he carefully inspected all the buses and took the one with the keys in it. And of course, this was like Germany or something like that, because if you look more like a whatever that is.
Moraga Hahahena.
Okay, well, maybe it was in... But, so have you ever stolen a vehicle to go see a girlfriend?
No, I've never driven a car in my life.
Oh, well, there you go.
I've been hit by 16, though.
Wow.
I was a bike messenger.
That's impressive. That's impressive.
Yes, my lifelong dream as a hood ornament has finally come true.
So, behind the avatars, just like a big old bowl of red sauce, or?
No, you know what? No, I don't like the chunky old El Paso anymore.
Oh, good.
Yeah, too much PTSD every bite. No, I was a bike messenger in one of the major cities in Canada, right? And that's over like a 6 to 7 year period. And most of them, actually all of them, pretty much not my fault. And yeah. But I didn't ever steal a car, but I did chase down a guy that cops were chasing out of the mall through a hotel, chased his cab, and they finally caught him. And let's just say when I was chasing through the hotel, I went to open the front door and I ripped the handle right off the door.
Wow.
Okay. I was like, oh, okay, I'm not going to tell him I did that. Ran through the lobby. Guy got through the rotating door, ran back, jumped on the bike, chased him. He jumped in a cab. And the cab's like yelling. He's yelling at the cab driver. They're after me. Drive. This is all racism. And he's holding all these stolen gift cards and stuff. And you're like, you don't look very like you're being targeted for something else here, bro. But yeah.
Right. Well, alrighty. Now I know something about Fat Steven. He used to be a bike messenger, and he has superhuman strength.
No. Only when I'm opening a Twinkie.
Only when you're opening a Twinkie. Well, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Have you stolen a bus? Have you
Have
stolen a bus?
No, I've never stolen an automobile before. I've stolen lots of other stuff, but it's probably not something I should talk about on YouTube. I had a friend one time who got really drunk and decided to steal one of those giant ass jars of pickles, though. From a
What?
gas. Yeah, he was like, hungry pickles. I'm like, dude, you're in a gas station. You could literally fucking steal any other type of food stuff. But okay, yeah, pickles. Moving on to a more fun story. A huge chess world upset of grandmasters sparks wild claims of cheating with vibrating sex toy. So some of you may have seen Elon Musk's tweet about this, but since I don't pay attention to Elon Musk, this is a new story to me. His only reason I know about that is because his tweet is mentioned in this article from the New York Post. And the claims being made in this are insane. So he says, Crisco Core.
Yeah.
So a cheating scandal is abuzz in the chess world with a wild accusations of using technology, including vibrating anal beads, to signal winning moves after a teenage newcomer beat a world champion.
Yo, that's smart. It's like the vibrating panties, right?
Yeah, you just push the button and like, I mean, do they use Morse code or something when they're using these vibrations, or like?
I really want to know. I don't
really
want to know how they stimulate the anus to champion.
So a 19-year-old Hans Niemann defeated the 31-year-old Grandmaster Magnus Carlsen. Now, Carlsen is a 5-time world chess champion, and Niemann was the lowest-ranked player in the tournament. Niemann ended a 53-game winning streak for this person, and now there's claims of cheating.
Because he got the money and left. That sounds like what we see in, like we used to see in films. Like they set all this up, they finally win the championship, get the money because they need it for some reason, and then they retire.
Right?
So what? What?
So a newbie ended a 53-game winning streak, and this is where they're coming up with it. So players could use vibration-based buttons placed in their shoes to communicate with a chess engine hidden somewhere in their clothing to gain outside advice on what moves to play. The computer systems predict game outcomes and provide recommendations on how to win. The vibrating shoes theory sparked the unfounded allegations that Niemann was tapping into a computer using a prostate massager or wireless anal beads. Though the logistics of how that would work are unclear. Yeah, I'm a little confused.
Oh my god, I should do that. Oh my, I'm just trying to picture. Can you imagine doing that for like an exam for school?
Right?
Yeah. Is it A, B, or C? And they would just vibrate your anus once, twice, 3 or 4. Thank God it's multiple choice. My anus can't take much more. I just like saying anus. It's funny.
Right. Well, when I read this story initially, I just imagined like he would like touch his pawn to go to make a move, and like the anal beads were like, SOS, SOS, don't do that, SOS. Oh, okay, now you're good.
I'm wondering if they were like that, like those musical toothbrushes. You know, when you brush your teeth, you would hear the music through your jawline into your ear. I'm wondering if it would play music into his ear from his anus, like a really shitty tune, and that he would know. I just wanted to say really shitty tune.
Hey, man. I bet he's bumping some hardcore dubstep with that prostate massager.
That is the weirdest claim ever. That's what like how, like that's why it seems like it has to be investigated, because that's like something you don't think of. I know you're using the beads. I know you cheated me out of 350K.
Right? He's all like, every time he went to make a move, I could feel the chair vibrating.
Yeah.
It was
we were
like
playing footsies the whole time.
Yeah. Like he would do this twitch and he'd make a great move.
Yeah, because no one ever second guesses ever in a game when it's for money or some stuff, right?
Right.
No.
No. It has to be the anal beads. There's no way a newbie could possibly beat a grandmaster. I mean, ever.
Yeah.
I mean,
see, my mic is powered by the vibrations of my anal beads. So every time I talk, my anus jiggles a little, and that's how you can hear me. You really want to hit that pipe now, don't you?
I do. I do.
Go.
That's some trauma I might need to smoke away later.
Yeah. Oh my god, can you imagine if people actually try to do challenges on Twitch? I'm going to control I'm going to beat this level with the Wi-Fi anal controller.
Oh my gosh.
It's like the power glove, but it's the power ass, and you're just sitting there and clenching and vibrating.
Right cheek, left cheek, left cheek. Oh, jump, jump.
Oh, okay. What now? Here, for you special YouTubers out there, I am going to do the Konami code with nothing but my sphincter. Up, down, left, right. Oh no, I need new underwear.
Poe Baby says he literally pulled that win out of his ass. Yes, he did, and then some. Hey Shagsworth, he says, what a time to enter this conversation. Yeah. Well, there's no better time to enter this conversation. Omega Star says he's real anal about his chess game.
Mm-hmm. Dark Souls with no.
Speedrun Sekiro with the anal bead controller.
Try syncing it up though. Just having that face on you.
Okay, but here's my fun addition to that idea. Every time you die, the vibrations increase in intensity. Because I've heard Sekiro is a little tough.
I think it's when the most bosses hit the second phases, and that's where it gets crazy. I could be wrong. Then again, I'm just a gamer.
Right. So this next one is touching on a bit of a touchy subject, if you will. It's the war in the Ukraine. But oh my God, the Russians are coming. Recruits to Putin's secret Wagner group army are told don't have sex with locals or animals. I mean,
what's wrong with the animals? They're not part of the war,
right? You'd think that'd be okay.
Yeah, everyone likes a little Bambi in their mouth. I mean, life.
But convicts in Russian prisons are being told that they can earn immediate release if they agree to fight in the Ukraine war for the Wagner group. And things get interesting. So the infamous Wagner group is touring Russian prison camps, offering freedom for hardened criminals in exchange for 6 months of service in the army. He warned them he mustn't have sex with any men, women, or animals they meet in Ukraine.
Mm-hmm. Why do they keep emphasizing the animals part?
Because it might be a serious concern for people dealing with Russian criminals. Who knows?
That's my face right now.
And it's understandable. So they were told that the potential recruits that they are not allowed to use any alcohol, recreational drugs, and they are not allowed to have any sexual contact with local women, flora, fauna, men, whoever. So you can't fuck the trees, you can't fuck the wildlife, you can't fuck the men, and you can't fuck the women. What does that leave you?
A tissue paper and some lotion?
Maybe. I mean, they could probably, things might go a little smoother with some lube.
And a chest set. You can always use a chest set.
This is true. Yeah. Arwen says they're including flora too. What the hell? Well, and they did leave out one thing, but corpses and children. Oh yeah. I guess. Whoa. I'm just saying they didn't talk about not fucking children over there. Russians can't be trusted with children, so this should probably be at least mentioned. But corpses, I think they'd be okay with. I think they'd be okay fucking corpses. It's mostly each other anyway, so.
That is messed up. I didn't even see that because now I'm just like, oh my god. Ugh.
Mm. See, and I thought America was the most fucked up place, but the media lies apparently.
Yeah,
this is one of my. Lie. So San Francisco is one of my favorite places to make fun of, and catalytic converters are being stolen from the SFPD vehicles themselves.
Why?
Well, because they're incredibly valuable and they have rare metals in them that you can use and melt down and sell off and all kinds of stuff. But several marked police vehicles were struck by thieves who stole catalytic converters. The first discovery was made around 1 p.m. on last Monday when an officer discovered a marked police truck missing its catalytic converter. This is a police lot, by the way. Okay, the officer went and inspected the other vehicles and found another police truck and 2 vans missing their catalytic converters.
God dang.
So the police can't even protect their own shit on their own lots in San Francisco. I think defund the police worked great out there.
It didn't. It didn't at all.
It never does.
It was never mostly peaceful.
No.
No.
See, Lasso knows the media does not lie.
Oh no, there was that great clip. What was it, months ago? Where like they were supposed to control the narrative. You look, you said it live, you dumbasses. But
They're always fucking themselves in interesting ways.
See, that's the best thing. I've been going on, I think, around 2 years now. I have not turned on my TV even to watch the weather. So it's just a secondary monitor. I don't watch the news. If things come across my feed, I'll check it. But other than that, even with pop culture, I just disconnect because just look at it this way: it's no longer, it's still fighting the battle, but it's just we're attending a funeral procession. God rest the Queen, who's having hers today. Right. But there's also eventually you can mock it, and that's your wake of it. But I can't get angry all the time over stuff. Because after you get angry, you get drained. When you have a good rant and you make a lot of good points, you're drained afterwards. And you're like, okay, what am I going to do the rest of the day? I know, angrily masturbate until you find something else to talk about. So you're clicking on one page, looking for that next article that will interest you. And the other hand is sadness and sticky surrender.
Sticky shame. What was it that I still can't say her name. Omar said, completely dismantle the police. Yes, including the catalytic converters. That's a good way to make money. And you can't, you won't get charged for it knowing California. So
aren't they still walking in? Aren't they still walking in and taking everything and just walking out and no one stops unless it's a civilian?
As long as it's below a specific $5,000 amount. Yeah. Yeah. Everything.
Oh, anything below grand theft, everything. So I can go in and just take a couple PlayStation 5s, and I can get a new iPhone, and I even get what?
Well, yeah. Look at what Illinois did recently with their Safety Act, where they have cashless bonds and bail for everything up to and including second-degree murder. I mean, you ain't gonna see any punishment in the future.
I don't know. I haven't even heard about that stuff. I've been pretty much watching Trudeau. That's the one thing I'm actually excited about. The only thing I heard is when I heard that Pierre won. That's the guy that was talking out throughout the convoy. Who was calling them out, trying to get a solid answer, and the other side would not. I'm like, that's why everyone's trying to slander this guy, because they're afraid. They're afraid of what's going to happen. And it's just hell yeah. And I'm not. Maybe not saying political. I just don't give a crap anymore because
same.
When we were watching all of Ottawa, the last final days and everything moving in, and how you had media and police lying and giving different narratives, I was just I'm like, bro, what's going on? You don't expect to happen in Canada, you don't. And it's in my backyard, and it was. I don't know. I don't regret any time of the coverage of that crap, but at the same time, I'm embarrassed.
Yeah.
I'm embarrassed.
It's understandable. So Jacob Ironside says there's 3 precious metals in catalytic converters: platinum, palladium, and rhodium.
Really?
They all sell for high appliances, making them appealing targets for theft. Yes, and this is why catalytic converters, I think, have catalytic converter thefts have increased 500 times in the last 2 years. It's getting ridiculous, and it's because nobody wants to work. They want the easy money. That's my opinion anyway. Just saying. So this is an important thing right here. So Lasso says public or personal reconnaissance bail directly led to a murder here. She's on the East Coast, so that does happen here in Colorado. When I got arrested for my last DUI, I asked for a PR bond, right? PR bail because
Okay.
I didn't kill anybody. Yes, it was my second offense, but it was not like they literally stopped me in my parking space at home. But they hit me with an ungodly amount of bail that we then had to kill our entire savings account to get me out. You can kill someone nowadays, and they won't even get a fine, practically. These kinds of double standards really chaff my ass. They do. I want to punch some bitches in the face over stupid shit like that. Moving on. He says the dollar is worthless. Metals have value. You're right, Vince. They do. I can't remember how many of these I have. Oh yeah, this dresser's lit, bro. Like, look at that. You know what this needs?
Hold on. Sorry to quickly change windows.
You're good.
You know what that needs?
Yeah, some fried chicken,
Maybe.
some watermelon,
Oh God.
and some grape Kool-Aid. Because this dresser's lit. I like that. And there's my racist jokes for the day. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I actually made racist jokes. Let's see if there's anything I had to approve back here. Nope. Okay. That's good.
I think there should be a new law passed where all black people's cell phone rings should be changed to the police siren, so they get a heads up. I'm not serious. I'm not serious. And every time yeah. Sorry.
You're good. So, are you? Recently, they've been talking about Grand Theft Auto 6 and this leak.
I
Have
heard
you
about that.
heard anything about that?
They
at
came
all?
out with a statement, I think, today. They actually said there was an intrusion. It's real, but that was footage that came from 2021.
Okay.
But that is Grand Theft Auto 6. So we all knew it was coming because the way they were milking 5 to no end and then giving what online for free and all that stuff. We all knew it was coming. But I've never played Grand Theft Auto 5. I played it. Well, that's not true. I played for about an hour, but I haven't actually played through it. I don't remember many of the other ones. I've been focusing on the footage coming out from the Dead Space remake, which doesn't look like they're messing it up. Other than that, I've been doing a lot of beta tests, horror games like Inside the Backrooms. If you want lore, you want crazy stuff, I know Kane Pixel's been putting Inside the Backrooms and it's spawned this whole legacy of games. So Inside the Backrooms is you have to solve puzzles while not getting killed by these creatures, like a floating face that will just eat you. There's like puzzles with dude, it's great. I went back into Phasmo. I've been doing some Shatterline. I'm on the wait list for RoboCop when that comes out. Terminator Resistance. I'm doing Division 2. And yeah, Fortnite's the bread and butter, but the Fortnite is great for one thing because everyone can play it on any type of platform, and we can all still talk to each other and have a good time. So imagine you have 12 people like from your chat all in your lobby, and you're all I'm managing 12, 3 to 4 at a time, going in and having a blast. But GTA 6, it's whatever. I don't have the money to drop it on that because I'm waiting on other stuff when it comes to disability and whether or not they're going to continue it or not. But horror games, man. Horror games, there needs to be more. Like stuff like Inside the Backrooms, Phasmophobia is a great time. I like that type of stuff where it makes you think. SCP is dropping games. They have some new games dropping from SCP, Forgotten Memories and all that. Do you know
I've been looking for some good horror games like that would actually get me into it. The last one that I played that actually got me into it was actually Outlast.
Yeah.
And that was a while ago, obviously, because that was like right when it came out.
Hold on. I will definitely get it up because this game is on PC. I don't know if you're a PC gamer or not.
Well, since it connects to my Xbox controller, I can be.
Yep.
All right.
I'm going to share this. And
Inside the Back Rooms. I have seen gameplay footage of this.
Sorry, let me just change my audio. Is it going to play? Why is it not playing? Oh, here we go. This is up to 4-person.
Okay.
It's so good. When you meet the right randoms, it gets freaky. Dude, it is so good. There's like a dog with a man face that you have to keep eye contact on it, but it never works and it eats you. You got a skin eater that once it's triggered and hungry, it'll chase you around. There's this invisible clown birthday dude that you have to follow and do all the party tricks before it kills you.
That sounds sick as fuck.
The hovering face that if you look at it too long or you're too close to it, or if it's in your eyesight, it'll get you. SCP is another one. Like they just came with a co-op one. So SCP is like you're trying to get to the facility, right, as a prisoner. And they just there's all these different things like the plague doctor that once he touches you, you're dead. Or you have the peanut, the statue that if you take your eyes off it, it's like the weeping angels, except it will break your neck. But when no one's looking to travel through the vents, there's the what is it? What's the dude? Crying boy, what is his name? Whatever it is. There's this dude. If you look at him or take a picture of him, he will hunt you down. He can run through every type of fucking material out there. There's so much out there, and that's why I like playing on Steam. But I use GeForce Now, and then I like those types of games. Like the Backrooms has been blowing up. Kane Pixels, I went through all of his videos. I watch IGP because they do a lot of horror games. I like the stuff that it takes you out of everything that's going on. Everything. And bonjour, Christian.
So hail, Christian Delorme. Better late than never. Glad you're here. And hail Diesel. He says, Corey, have you ever played Alien Isolation? Yep. It's a fantastic horror game. No, I have not. It is available on the Game Pass, so I might actually check that out because I've been looking for some good like visceral experiences and stuff. The back rooms look like it would be a fantastic choice.
It's only like $6 on Steam, but the Alien Isolation game, if you are a lover of the Alien series, like especially the first two, this fits in perfectly and it feels exactly like an Alien game.
Sweet. Hell yeah. Mm-hmm. So Alien Isolation is going to get downloaded today then.
Yeah.
Are there any other like older horror games that are a little bit less known that you've played?
Well, there's been all the Dead Space series.
Such great games.
Yeah, even the third one had its moments.
Well, the third one for me was more of like, I enjoyed it as an action shooter more than horror. So, Same thing with the second one. The first one was visceral as fuck. I liked that.
Well, I never got into Outlast. I tried it, but I've signed up for the Outlast Trials, which is like the co-op one where you're doing different tasks in the Outlast universe. I'm just waiting for something. I have to look because there's a bunch. I have to look at my wish list on Steam and be like, I want this one, and this one, and this one. Oh, why are you doing that? Don't do that.
So Diesel says Fear.
Fear, I've played all of them. I still have the original first discs. Yes, Fear's a good one.
I had the first Fear game, but it never worked in any of my systems. Like it wouldn't actually, like the disc itself was corrupt. So I never had a chance to check out that game. JT says Resident Evil 7 and 8. I'm still a huge fan of 4 myself. I know it's not
that's being remade.
Super scary, but 4 was fantastic when it originally
4 is being remade. 4 is getting the remake treatment like the last 2.
All right. Well, I hope it's okay. Omega Star says, I used a mod for Alien Isolation that removed the loud footstep sounds of the alien. Such a small change made it so much better. So can you hear them coming? Is it?
You can hear it in the vent. If you don't pay attention, there's vents above you. You'll see the slime dripping down with saliva, and it will just pull you up in the vent and do that close-up kill. If you hide in a vent, there's a chance it will actually open the vent. You have to control your breathing. Like, they will come. Yes, it's like they took all the aspects of the first 2 of how the alien will hunt you down, and then you have to deal with the androids or the synths, and then you got to deal with the human population. It's one of the best games because there is no weapons till you get a little farther in the game, and pretty much you have to micromanage your stuff. So you're using like things like noise makers, or you have a pistol, but you won't be able to kill it. You can't kill it. That's the thing, though. You're still like, I'm not spoiling it for you. I can't. If you haven't played it, I can't spoil it for you.
Yeah, no, that's totally fine. So, Seven Wand says, "Cry of Fear." Hail and welcome. I don't think I've seen you in the chat before. I'm glad to see you here.
I got another one for you.
Have you played Cry of Fear?
No, I still have Layers of Fear and all that stuff to do. But are you a co-op person for horror or no?
I do like co-op games a lot. Horror. I don't think I've ever played a co-op horror game.
Then you would love GTFO.
The Seven Wand also says The Evil Within. I enjoyed those
both of them.
Yes.
But this is another game I play. I'm glad it's on GeForce Now. For those that don't know what GeForce Now is, it is a cloud-based streaming service, right? So let's say you don't have a high-end computer. What you can do is, if the games are allowed from your library to go through GeForce Now, is what it does is it streams from a very high-end computer with RTX and all that stuff. You can choose the tier you want to play for. I use the 4-hour one, and I stream the games through there to my channel, so I'm able to play at high settings. GTFO was one of those games that's very high resources, but if you get a right team and go in, it's one of those things that if you trigger one monster, all of them come after you. And it's you constantly going down to this complex that's infected. And it also has the multiple reality or dimension assets added as well. So this game has been fun. I have to get back to this one too. This is a 4-person co-op shooter survival horror. These guys did something great with this.
Mm-hmm.
But you'll get those like alien feels again because you can get the auto sentry. Like you go down with limited resources. You're supposed to rely on like teamwork with the kills. You don't want to trigger them by sound. Sound is a huge factor in this one. Because once you like have to unlock doors and you have to follow these circles through the security, I think that they will come from waves. So you'll have to like sticky the door so it's all frozen up with like a material. They'll start banging through. You got to make sure the turrets are set up so they don't shoot you or your teammates while taking out enemies. You got to micromanage everything while doing the objectives and get out. Otherwise, it's a whole failure and you have to go back in. And it's like,
yeah. See, and I like the creature designs. They're very reminiscent of The Thing.
Mm-hmm.
With the teeth in the head and the splitting and the multiple arms and stuff that people like. I like that type of creature design. It's some of my favorite.
Sorry.
You're good.
Because from our nightmares.
So you fall down into an underground complex, right?
To make us
wow.
Let us just get in and get out. No sudden moves. We need a better plan! Close the door!
It's so good. I can't promote this enough. And if you want someone like this where you can find a good enough team.
GTFO is an extreme cooperative horror
There we go. Hold on. Why did it stop? What did I do? Did I break it?
shooter filled with riveting suspense and frantic action only a slip up away. Teamwork is key. You play as prisoners, held captive by a mysterious entity known to you only as the Warden. The Warden forces you to go down into a terrifying underground complex to carry out dangerous objectives. If you want to survive, it's best to go with 3 trusted friends, and the game's official Discord channel is a great place to find them. If you can't make a full squad, you can get assistance from bots. GTFO has a unique campaign structure. Each game update brings a new work order, a rundown from the warden. The rundown is a series
You have to
of
complete each
expeditions
one
that
to
form a
get
mini
access to the
campaign
next
with a
areas.
unique theme and storyline. The expeditions are spread across tiers, where expeditions in the lower parts take place deeper within the complex. The further down you go, the harder the expeditions get. The yellow boxes represent expeditions with greater focus on story elements. Here, you can unravel the mysteries surrounding who you are, where the monsters came from, who's keeping you captive, and whether you can escape. Every few months, once the warden is satisfied with the progress the prisoners have made, it will issue a new work order with a new set of challenges for you to tackle. When a new rundown drops, the previous rundown is wiped from everything but your nightmares. Each rundown brings new story scenarios, new limited cosmetic items to reward your successful expeditions, and new enemies ready to rip you to shreds. GTFO is a constantly evolving universe, with intrigue lurking in every shadow. Get GTFO today and experience its extraordinary mix of dread and excitement. Put your ability to communicate and coordinate to the test.
Yeah, that's
I
why
like that.
Yeah. And I know a lot of people aren't gamers anymore, but like that the thing is, if you want to refresh yourself, if you're feeling like you're sick of pop culture and it's always the same video, the same topic, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but if you want to refresh yourself, this can reset your mind on what you actually want. Gaming has that ability, especially stuff like this where it's tactical, you have to work together. It gives you that ability to not only refresh how to build a team or how to be teamwork ethics, but how to know what's worth sacrificing and what's not just to get that cosmetic. Because you know what? I want that helmet. I'm good. I don't have to outrun the enemies. I got to outrun you. I got to get through that dimension, and I got to make sure the elevator comes back in time. That's it.
That's awesome. That looks like a game that I would absolutely get involved in. Like it looks great. I am going to check out Isolation.
Yeah.
Because enough people now have said that game's great that I will absolutely check it out. And
you haven't seen the trailer? Nothing?
I haven't.
They even have a DLC for the Nostromo.
I personally have been turned off from watching trailers. Just because I have such low expectations for everything. It's probably my fault. But my expectations are kept so fucking low that it kills my motivation to watch previews and stuff like E3 or game release trailers, reactions, stuff like that. So,
well, that's it. But like, yeah, at the same time, like, no, I agree with that. But like, yeah, you look at game shows the way you look at a comic book cover. If it doesn't sell you, you won't buy it, and that's why I don't look at comic book covers anymore. No,
that's fair. So the Seven Wand says the Callisto Protocol looks good.
That's one of the ones they announced, and that's done by the old group that got disbanded by EA, Visceral, who actually made the Dead Spaces. This is their baby. This is their project. Yes.
All right. And then Vince Womack says Phasmophobia.
Ghost Hunting PC. Yes, that's the one I played with. It's been a lot of fun. I like torturing the teenagers because I'll go in and find like the YouTube scary sounds, and I'll sit there in the truck and just put my phone up to the mic and to have them play. And there's actually, if I can find the clip, I will. It has them all running out of the house going, "Fuck you, I hate you, fuck you, fuck you, why are you doing that, man? Fuck you, fuck you." And I'm just cracking up laughing. Yeah, it's the best part.
Great. Yeah. Hello, Mrs. Flu.
Hello. Don't throw meat at me.
Make sure you throw some extra meat at Talks tonight. Yeah. Just because.
A full Salisbury steak.
Hey.
And then buns.
Yeah, throw those buns at him. I'm sure he'll hate that. Haha.
Sarcasm.
It is one of my many services I offer. So
ask anything, bro. So you got free. If you want to ask me something, go for it. Don't feel like I'm gonna be like,
no. My brain is. I'm suffering from stream brain at the moment. Snail Messiah. YouTube still doesn't give me notifications when you're on, so I did deep investigation. I didn't click the bell. I'm sorry. It's okay. I don't expect people to push the bell because I don't expect the notifications to work in the first place. So
that's what's messed up.
Thank you for joining us, Snail Messiah. Hail and welcome.
That's what's messed up. YouTube promotes 70% of my content. That's what they say in the studio. But the notifications hardly ever go out. You get 3 a day. That's what. So you have to make sure what you're doing it for. And even then, with the 3 a day, if you don't have it turned on and off, you have to return it on and off. It's like gifted memberships, right? You got to make sure you manually turn it on.
Right. So I was thinking about doing some game streams myself. Are there any suggestions on like content to avoid for game streams?
What do you mean?
Are certain genres just people don't watch or anything like that? Because I was thinking about doing horror or doing some fuck around plays in Wildlands, but
go for it. I did some Wildlands. Wildlands actually had the was it Wildlands or Breakpoint? I did Breakpoint because I got a free week from Prime Gaming for the Ubisoft Plus. So I went into that, and when I found out they had Terminator DLC in Breakpoint, I did that storyline with the Terminators running around the island effing people up. So all right, this is cool. But honestly, if you want to try it and you're fun and people are noticing your reaction, they will come. You're always battling gaming channels. That's the thing with me, right? Like I do enough Fortnite that I do more than most of the larger content creators on YouTube Fortnite or anything like that. But I never see myself in the feed. But I don't worry about it too much because I'm not here to make money. I'm here to just take your money. There's difference. You give it to me willingly, and then I pretend I actually care about it. I'm kidding. I don't care about it. No, again, not kidding. Kidding.
Speaking of giving me money, if you would like to give me money, then go ahead and hit that pinned chat in the live chat or in the description. Send me some money. I won't complain about it. Just saying.
Give me money.
Right? Yeah. Give me money. Hail Daryl the Derelict.
The Vacuum, good people.
Hail. Snail Messiah says you need mods that hide all nudity or explicit content, but gore is okay. YouTube stopped me midstream of The Witcher for breastises. Well, I don't think I would be streaming on YouTube.
That's true, but also not totally true because there's people that actually have full naked mods running around on YouTube, and I've actually highlighted this. I got hit for a thumbnail that of a chick who was leaning on a motorcycle from Final Fantasy VII, and she was wearing a bra top, and they got rid of my thumbnail saying it was sexual content. Meanwhile, they have full naked mods of Resident Evil 2 running around, and their thumbnail is literally the 4K symbol over her crotch, and it's a naked body looking up. So come on. YouTube really doesn't care. If you want to avoid that nudity scene, what you do is make sure you have a second scene like available, like if you're using like OBS or Gamecast or whatever you're using, that you can swap to quickly when you know something's going to happen. And what you do is just go whoop, and then you just put like a pair of badly drawn tits. You put in MS Paint, like just like the little smiley face, like Mr. Bean Bananas from the school episode. You're good to go. It doesn't matter if you show it or not. What's going to happen is eventually YouTube doesn't care. YouTube will always play their narrative. They will play their favorites. And you've seen this across the board over the last few weeks, whether it's Corey Kenshin coming out, and then you had Jacksepticeye and Markiplier and other channels pointing out the fallacies of YouTube, which comes down to the favoritism, the limited ad structures, and who they actually give a damn about. And at the end of the day, it matters more for the check marks with millions, because that's more money than any of us. So no matter what happens, the little guy will always get punished. It's just how it is. It's acceptable. YouTube is a timeshare. They're allowing us to make money on their time, on their property.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Sean Landergan says Lethal Lightning got yeeted for showing YouTube videos that have nudity. Yep. I'm not surprised. You call out the bullshit, they kick you out. It's because counter-narrative speech is not acceptable in the world of fuckery that goes on YouTube. There's always some fuckery.
Yeah, I know 4 friends of mine that I can't name. They don't want me named, but they're gaming channels, and they got demonetized for reused content. There's other people who have been hit with reused content, and especially with the shorts thing. The short thing is cool, but if you're monetizing clips from shows and all that stuff, even super thanks. I don't know if you can turn it off individually. You're monetizing like stuff like HBO, Apple, Sony, whatever it is. If you're doing that and making clips of it and you're adding no change to it, eventually your monthly review will come around. And you know what YouTube is going to do? They're not only going to take your money for that month, they're going to deny you money for anywhere from a month to 3 months if they ever want to give it back. And they will never tell you what the content was. So at the end of the day, it falls under, is popularity worth losing at everything?
Right.
Coming from a guy who lost everything covering the convoy and hit with the reused content, when I had permission from quite a few of the convoy streamers that I've talked to, interviewed, saying, hey, it's okay to restream it. And I was not just restreaming, I was jumping from article, news broadcast. I was all over the place, 16 hours a day almost.
Yeah, and
they
what's
still
more
have
bullshit on your end, from my perspective, as a person who just knows you, is that you do add to any content that you put out there.
I try.
You do, and you're not one of those people that like just goes out and reads an article and calls it good, or plays a video on his thing from somebody else and then calls it good and hopes to get monetized out of that. You understand that you have to add value to things to make it actually work. And I've seen a lot of people in our community that don't do this. They don't add value to their content. And
then it's up to them to fall. That's it.
Yeah,
that's the way I look at it, because it's not to sound dickish, but it's going to come across dickish, and it's I look at it this way. I exist when someone needs something. I don't exist for the other 364 days and 23 hours. That's
I feel
cool.
the same way.
Yeah, that's cool. That's not like a woe is me shit. It's the truth.
No. Yeah.
YouTube is still as a high school mentality. Everyone's yes, you're always trying to get that one up. That's fantastic. That's drive. That's passion. But it comes down to your passion still isn't more valuable than another person's passion. You're all trying to do the same thing. You're supposed to be fighting YouTube. You're not supposed to be fighting each other. And if you're going to take the easy way out, especially with shorts, especially shorts, if you have them monetized and it's not even your content, you're not doing voiceover, you're not doing any type of editing, any type of fixing to it, you will get hit. And they will never tell you why. I deleted 250,000 views off my channel, The Convoy. It was all backed up on Rumble, though I was smart. And then they still denied me. So if that was all gone and it wasn't the reused content they were hitting me for, then I just lost 250,000 views off my channel. And I feel like I wasted all of my passion and my energy that I actually enjoyed doing. It took over me. Like, my channel went from doing Fortnite streams with people and Phasmo to bam, it was Convoy from 8 until 1 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And then to have YouTube just go, no, thank you. Okay.
Yeah.
It happens.
And it does happen, and it does demoralize you to a certain extent.
I hovered over the delete button of my channel a couple times.
Yeah, and that's what a lot of people don't realize about content creators, is that we put a lot of effort and a lot of thought and a lot of heart into what we do. And when the system fucks you like that, to the point that they're literally taking food out of your mouth, let's say, because money is food, it makes you question everything. Like, I've been tossing around the idea of just getting a normal 40-hour a week, 9 to 5. But I understand that you can't. And my biggest problem is that I've done that. I've been in almost every industry that exists in Colorado. And none of them have anything to offer me in any way, shape, or form. Because money's only a part of what I want in my life. And it's a very small part of what I want in my life. And people need to understand that their priorities need to be checked constantly. Because if you're just doing this stuff for money, just for clicks, some of you are very successful at doing it just for clicks and just for money. But if there's no passion in it, if you're not enjoying it, people can sense that. People can feel that. They can see it on your face. They can hear it in your voice. So check your priorities constantly when you're doing this, because if it's just about money, you're not doing it for the right thing. Personally, that's my opinion. And YouTube makes it hard to keep doing this, especially when everyone on YouTube is focused on money. And of course, I say everyone as a very generalized term. Obviously, it doesn't apply to everybody, but you
make a good point.
That's where I'm sitting right now. Is I've lost the passion for this.
It has.
So, and I've been tossing around video game streams for a while, the idea thereof, and mostly because all I want to do now is play video games.
Yeah,
like I don't want to talk to the tube. I don't like this little metal tube that I have in front of me gets more FaceTime with me than my family does at this point, and that's not okay. But all I want to do is play video games.
Here, yeah, and I like having fun with certain things. That's fine. Here, I'll show this with you because I'm not going to play this Cyberpunk one. Don't worry.
Okay.
But where is it? Here we go. Oh, what the? No, stop doing that. Stop it. No. There we go. I'm hitting one button and it keeps hitting another. Okay. You need to stop. I'm pressing one button. Oh yeah, he got hit. And then he killed the dog.
What's the trigger point for when you decide to do something extra to help people deal with the cost of living?
I remember a long time ago when a good friend of mine
I
told
overlaid
me
her
there
interview
would be
with Kung Pao
a chosen
into the
one.
fist.
There will be a chosen one.
And then he killed the dog.
See, it's so stupid, but it's stuff like that, right? So it just that's what you can do with shorts. Oh, guys,
Hell yeah.
Yeah. But like that's where I have fun with shorts, right? Because I'm trying to like just have fun. It's just I redid the Quantum Leap trailer. They're now doing the remake, and they just overlaid it, they cut it in pieces and fixed it and added the original song. But I took a YouTuber's guitar over and it changed the whole feeling of it. That's where it's fun. Have fun. Like, look, now you're laughing because now you want to watch Kung Pao because you know it's his
I
tongue.
do.
The Matrix, the cow milk shots. You want to watch Kung Pao into the fist.
Every time I think about Kung Pao Enter the Fist, I think about the chunk being punched out of that one dude.
Yeah.
It's just like jelly.
Yeah. What the hell? Where's all the bones in the stomach and the intestines?
That's a great movie. I need to watch that again.
Yeah, and that's what I was like, and I did that interview twice. I did that one and then I did another one. And it had the my nipples look like milk duds. I did the shorts because it's stuff like that. It's just have fun with shorts. You get up to a minute and it's just you're gonna hit or miss. But if you're gonna do it, make a whole bunch and just upload them because they won't always hit the algorithm that day. You hit it maybe a day later, and then you get 1,000 subs. You get not 1,000 subs, but 1,000 views, 2,000 views, 20K. I got 20K views off a short. I was like, what the hell? But you will grow 1, 2, or 3, or 4 every short.
Hell yeah! Back when I was trying to do shorts, because obviously I wasn't doing them correctly, I was getting nothing but downvotes.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's still algorithm. That's still. Oh wait, here I got here. I'll get. You look like everyone is left here. Where's this one? And if you do get like some type of claim, just delete it. Here you go. We'll go through a bunch because I like having fun with this.
Pull my finger.
The music is mine. You should be okay. That's not actually the Mandalorian. That's my voice. I actually just changed it with a voice changer, right? So I changed it up, and there you go. I made the pull my finger edit for the new Mandalorian trailer.
Pull my finger.
It's that simple, right?
Yeah.
And then we got the idiots, but this is what's wrong with Phantom. And then I took some TikTok videos. Here, this is a good one for everyone. This is a breathing exercise. It's 50 seconds long.
Healthy are your
Give
lungs.
it a chance.
Well, let's see if you can hold your breath for the duration of this test, starting in 3, 2, 1, go. So good luck. If you think this will be too easy, by the way, you can try not to blink to make it more difficult. I like doing this, though, every few months because it's practical content. You're like assessing your cardiovascular health. Some people are crazy, can probably hold it for like multiple playthroughs, but I think if you can just do it once, then you should honestly be fine. All right, halfway done now. If you're still going, congratulations. If you failed, try to take another breath to finish
This
it.
test
You got
does
this.
help. So
No
I
shame in
suggest
being
doing
a
it.
two-breather. Just view this as training. All right, awesome. So we're almost there. And
you know what I mean? Stuff
That's
like that.
great, yeah.
Yeah, and people hated me for that. They fucking hated me for that. And then I got one for the ladies. I got one more for the ladies. Hold on.
Please don't be ugly. Please don't be ugly. Please. Please.
Steven Segal got you. It was a nice ring, though.
That's where the fun is. That's you want to have fun with shorts and you don't have an idea. Go back to the classics of what you used to see on YouTube, and it's brilliant. That's where it is, right? Like, look, you laugh after you feel a bit better. You're not so down.
Yeah.
You're like your blood's all like in your That's easy.
That's great. Yeah, I love it. But ladies and gentlemen, we're at an hour and 5 minutes,
Sorry.
so we're gonna go ahead and call it. Justice, do you have Mr. Fats? Whatever.
You can call me whatever you want.
Fat gamer. Anything to pitch? Anything coming up?
No, I just do gaming. Just check out the channel. I do different stuff all the time. You want to see what it's like having the people in your chat all playing a game at the same time? Check out our weekends. I pack a lobby full of 12 people. It's not only verbal diarrhea, but it's just a good time. Don't listen to the stigmata of what people slander like games or shows if you haven't experienced it yourself, because there's a lot more to games than just what people make fun of, right? It's just the game of 12-year-olds. I'm like, okay. And then you got 30-year-old people making millions of dollars out of it, though.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell
Have a
yeah.
good
So
week. Thank
Diesel says, I'm going to love Isolation. It's one of the most difficult and greatest games I've ever played. Well, I look forward to checking that out. And thank you, Fat Steven, for so many awesome game suggestions and the wonderful
You're welcome.
gameplay trailers and stuff. Everyone watching now and in the replay, make sure you're subscribed to Fats. He's a great guy, and he definitely should be included in more shit more often, because he's not only very smart and very passionate about things, but he has a sense of humor that I feel has died off over the years that needs to be revived. His sense of humor is the reason I love this man so much.
What sense of humor? What, the defecating myself humor?
Self-deprecation is a great way to go.
Yeah, it ruins a lot of underwear.
Yeah, it really does. But,
Thank you.
It's
Thank you
worth
for
it
having
in
me.
the end. A couple skid marks here and there. But check me
Just
out
like
tonight.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
You said skid marks, and I was just having flashbacks every time someone hit me with a car.
Oh, yeah.
It's called the Steven mark.
Steven mark.
It's okay. Thank you. Thank you, Randy.
So catch me tonight on Yelling at Parked Cars, and then I will be taking my break for a little bit. At the very least, it'll be 2 weeks before you see me again. So if you want to, find me on Sir TalksALot, Sir TalksALot. If you're here, you're just subscribe and like. Find me on Twitter, The Good Voice Guy. I am working on a Christmas album right now, and you could, if you know me, it's going to be great. So make sure you catch that. I love you all for coming and hanging out with us. Diesel, all you new people in my chat today, thank you so much for coming out. My brain's breaking. Got to go back. The 7 Wand, I'm very happy that you can make it to see us. Jacob Ironside, as always, great to see you. Omega Star, I will see you in a few minutes. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, have a great day. Stay sexy. And don't get murdered. Here's everyone's least favorite outro that I've ever made.
He's my brother, he's my pal, we all live in Arkandale.
You're supposed to be telling people to push the like and subscribe buttons.
Man, shut up. Ain't nobody want to hear that shit. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm practicing for my family reunion